Get ready with me for our first headline show ever in Strasbourg, France. Normally on tour, I sleep in super late, which is the opposite of what I do when I'm home. I have the worst schedule on tour. I will stay up to like 5 a.m. routinely and then wake up at like 2 to 3 p.m., which is disgusting and very degenerate of me, but it's just what happens. Whereas at home, 9:30 p.m., pumpkin, I'm dead. But today I knew I wanted to go in and explore the city because we've never been here and I don't know how often we'll get to come here. So I went to bed at like 1 a.m. last night, which is a lot better for me, and woke up at 10 and was off and running. Honestly, I feel like I should wake up earlier more often on tour, but it's just not gonna happen, especially because everyone is still on Pacific time for me, like some of the work that I have to do and stuff, so it just becomes kind of a nightmare. So I think I just stay up because I just stay on Pacific time even though I'm in Europe. We played 3 festivals this weekend. We did Rock for People in Prague, Greenfield in Switzerland, and then Nova Rock in Vienna, and I think it was a magical weekend. All 3 festivals were amazing, but for completely different reasons. Prague festival was first. Here's Daniel. And that one was like, it was super weird. We felt like we were in the Truman Show almost. We're in the backstage area. It just felt like no one was there. Like it was this big, empty, open area, and we barely saw any other artists the entire time we were there, and it was kind of like eerie almost, but it was just a big open space, and it felt really nice because it was kind of peaceful and like not really stressful. We had like a lot of space, a lot of room, and it was a good day. It was a good show. And then the next festival was Switzerland, and that one I think we almost lost Doug to Switzerland because he was so in awe. It was the most beautiful drive in, and then where we actually were, the festival was just like in this like valley surrounded by mountains and trees, and there was like a river running through around the perimeter that was like ice blue. It looked fake. The whole thing just looked fake. Definitely the most beautiful festival we've ever played. And it was awesome too. I mean, our stage was super full, so we were really lucky there. We've played Switzerland a few times, but always in the city. Even better than the view in Switzerland, the catering was unbelievable. It was the best catering by far, I think, that I've ever had at like festival, show, anything. It was so good. They were making fresh pizza dough just like right there in front of you, and they had a big pizza oven, and the pizza was so good. It was just like, it was so good. It was upsetting how good it was. There's also a crazy dessert selection and just amazing pasta, and just everything about it was so good. I had like a full Thanksgiving dinner for lunch and wanted to almost die. And I very rarely eat like a big meal before we play, but the food was just so good. Then the third festival was Nova Rock, which was in Austria. And that was our first time playing a festival in Austria. And that one was honestly just awesome. I mean, it was awesome for a bunch of reasons, but mostly just because our crowd was, I think, one of the biggest crowds we've ever played for, period. And it was also a crowd that was there for us. Like, people came to the stage to see us versus, like, when we've opened for artists in big arenas or something and you know everyone's obviously there for that artist. This was like people came to our stage, and then when our set was over, they left. And it was like, whoa. And then after the set, later on, we did a signing, and the signing was like 6 o'clock or something. So I actually didn't expect a lot of people to show up because that's kind of when some of the bigger artists start playing. And so I was kind of like, oh, we probably won't have a very big signing line. And I forgot to mention it on stage during our set. We played around like 2 or 3 o'clock. And then our signing line was really big, and everyone was so nice. Like, everyone was just very, very friendly and like pumped and excited, and it was really fun. It was a good day. The only downside was that in Austria, during the set, I rolled my ankle, and because I was all hopped up on adrenaline, I was like, don't think about it, ignore it, get through the set, figure it out later. But when I rolled it, it went like a full 90 degrees, and I was like, oh yeah, gonna feel that later. And then it actually wasn't that bad the rest of the day, and I was like, oh, maybe I didn't roll it as bad as I thought it was. And I realized I wear compression tights and socks on stage, and when I changed later, a few hours later in the day, and all my adrenaline was coming down and took off all the compression, my ankle was like, but besides that, it was a great weekend. And then we had 2 days off, so then I just stayed off of it the last 2 days, especially because I knew today that I wanted to mooch around before we had to go to sound check or anything. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take 2 days, I'm gonna be really bored and be a total bum and not do anything fun. in Vienna, and then hopefully it would feel better today. And it does feel better today. It's a little sore. I'm more worried that I'm gonna like twist it again, but just walking on it isn't the worst.
Well, that's what we're doing.
And then when exactly that is exactly what we're doing. And then when you're ready, the time will come, and you can pop off and then go to sleep.
Pop off.
Adding some sparkle. Some extra sparkle today. I bought so many pastries from all the little shops on my walk this morning though. And after this, once I'm ready, I'm gonna do like a little taste test of all the stuff I bought, and I'm very excited about it. I tried putting on the lashes before mascara today because they're so difficult to get on. And then when I have the mascara on and my lashes are all curled up, it's even harder to get the band down, so hopefully. And that is my makeup done, and then I'll probably do my hair in a little bit, but I'm gonna warm up first, and I'm also gonna eat all my pastries.